to set a reminder to announce this.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay, switch
okay.
it.
We'll go to the Euro service.
Yes, finally. Everyone gets good ping. um, so we have KSG in team 1 and xDFA is what I'll call them now in team 2.
Gudron synergy, yes.
Gudron. Why can't you have a simple tag? I guess that they do have a simple tag.
Well, they had in the last championship, Guzi.
Yeah, they just changed it without changing the team name. So it looks like both teams are doing like a split Alpha Charlie, which are just the spawns closer to the ramp. So that might mean they're going up top.
So Kastarion's team is locked. Waiting on Gudron synergy.
Very good. So it is an equal Alpha Charlie split. But there's not much Nat spawns giveaway on this map. It'll be interesting to see what these teams do. I think
I
there's
actually
a
don't
lot
know
of
a lot about the teams, only that Guzi has been playing in the past, like championships. I think they ranked in the top 12 in 2020.
20. I've played against them in 2020 for sure. In top 12, and both teams are locked. So
Okay, so
and KSG placed like within top 20, I think, last year.
Yes, I've only seen them for the 2020 championship, at least the KSG tag. So
Yeah, of 2022. Yeah.
But Gudron synergy has been playing in the past 3 championships, as far as I've seen. I haven't checked the pilots if they changed a lot, so they still might have a slight advantage in cohesive playing,
So
potentially.
go through team 2 since this launches. So we have Dared, 6 Med Pulse Phoenix Hawk.
Reactor online. Sensors
Daddy Cool,
online.
Med Pulse Vulcan, 6 Med Pulse Phoenix Hawk, Med Pulse Vulcan, 6 Med Pulse Phoenix Hawk, and a Med Pulse Wolfhound. That's a blast of the past.
We have on the other side a lot of MPLs as well, like 2 Vulcans MPL, Wolfhound MPL, MPL Phoenix Hawk, 2 of them, 3 of them actually.
We are looking at the same team because the other team is bringing dual health spawns, dual assassins, a blackjack, and a fire starter.
I said
this is the full rush.
Okay.
And they're stalling on the ramp. They're waiting for their health spawns and blackjacks to come in. So as these come over the ramp, Waiting for the blackjack. And Gudron just sitting in the back, getting some scratch damage, but not a lot, with those MPLs not having the best range for this engagement.
Yeah, no caps have been taken, but that's not that important in drop 1.
It's not that important, and Dared is like has probably realized that he has to move up against the blackjack. So, oh, Dared drops. That's huge. It's
Did
huge.
they realize
Does
they might
KSG
be
realize
pushing?
that they can't push? No, they didn't. And Kastarion is gonna bleed armor here against all these mechs. Already orange armor on the CT. I mean, KSG has 5 mechs currently just sitting there doing nothing. Nothing at all. So it'll be interesting to see what Dared does here. He might get a flank on these assassins and fire starters.
Sneaky Dared.
And Kastarion goes down.
First kill.
1v6ing the entire 1v5ing the entire team.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair.
I think as soon as Dared moved up, they needed to just hold the W key with all of their mechs.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like notice. I don't know.
But now
Okay,
these
so
Vulcans are getting
yes, they're
like
trying to push the red in the
fancy.
Phoenix Oak.
Yes, but the red is just gonna drop, and then they're
Yes,
pushing
or-
themselves into a low ground. This is not optimal. They might get him though, so getting cut off here.
Oh, the red almost
Now the
has lost.
question is, do they have enough jump jets to jump up from the bottom, or do they need to take like a weird pathing?
Yeah, the MPLs are just don't work.
One of the assassins is already legged, I think. Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Phoenix
they make.
Hawk goes down though. That's the assassin finally falls. How hurt is Dared?
The red is still kiting off the enemy team.
Oh, only open on both legs.
Yeah, the poor Hellspawn will just die to the MPLs from above.
And this is over.
Yeah, no.
They can't even out DPS 5
Doesn't look
versus
good
3.
for Kastarion. They do get the red though. That's good.
There's actually 4v3. They might win this. They might actually win this. If Guzi is like, if Gudron takes this fight in the low ground where all of these SRMs go to play, and if KSG still has ammo for it, then they win this.
Okay. One Vulcan goes down.
One Vulcan down. The Wolfman's gonna be careful not to drop.
This
does not have jump jets at all.
Actually.
Alright,
Oh,
the
the
assassin's legged. One of the Hellspawns is legged as well, I think. Yes. So it's just the fire starter being able to chase.
Okay. 2v3.
Wolfman's gonna drop here. That means...
Oh, the fire starter has both legs cherry red, so it's super dangerous.
Yeah, that's super dangerous to engage.
One misstep.
It's still not legged. Oh, it's
Ah,
legged. And Arduous is open on both legs though. And how fresh is the Wolfhound? Ah, very fresh. I think the Wolfhound wins this, so...
Well, Phoenix Hawk is going all the way around to get the high ground. Yeah, well.
They are getting cap, but at this point I don't think caps matter, so...
No, I think if they play it with the MPL max smart, they will be able to finish off the herd max from Kastarion's team.
Yeah. All of their mechs are legged, so they don't really have any freedom of movement anymore, so... just have to sit there and wait for Gudron's mechs to come and clean them up. Adrius is just trying to find an angle from up top here.
Yeah, well, they do have time though.
Yeah,
Just one
it's
cap
one cap.
taken, still 9 minutes to go.
I have like 5 minutes of not having any caps at all.
Oh, so he's taking the wrong cap. Is that correct, Kappa?
Kappa is indeed not allowed. So all
Okay,
all
so
all, all KS3 has to do now is sit somewhere and not die.
yes, yeah. So now Gudron Synergy actually has to kill every single mech
Yes.
on Kastarion's guards team.
So Mocker here, I think the health spawn is the one that they know the least about, should just shut down. No. Why are you trying to get close? You win if you don't die.
Maybe they haven't realized that the wrong cap point has been captured. Not sure.
I think there was something in chat about it, so I'm not sure.
Okay, it's down to 2v2 now.
Mocker just hiding. Hide and
But,
seek.
yeah, they're so
Oh, they
fresh.
might get the leg on Ardos. Yes,
Oh,
does get the
yes.
leg.
Oh
Does
my
get
god,
the
that was
kill. That's
good job, Moko.
that's insane. Now it's a
2v1
Wolfhound and a 1v2.
with the wrong cap
They've
taken.
taken
Oh my
both
god.
wrong caps. Oh.
Well, this Wolfon has a big responsibility now, but he can pull it off.
Watch this from the Wolfhound's perspective.
Yeah, so the enemy fire starter is cherry left leg, and the health spawn is like dark orange right leg, so...
And the Wolfhound's fresh. I think the main problem this Wolfhound is gonna run into is time and not killing them.
Yeah, but they should have the intel on at least the health spawn, how hurt it's
Yes.
been.
But if the Wolfhound doesn't get aggressive now, the Hellspawn has time to move. Even though it's lagged.
Yes, getting the high ground, always a good idea.
Yes, getting better angles to scout things.
But he won't see them from there, the way they are positioned right now. So he has to close in at some point.
Both of them just hiding behind buildings.
It's the smart thing to do right
Oh,
now.
he's found the Hellspawn, so... But he doesn't know the fire starter is there.
Okay, 6 minutes to go. What will he do? I don't think he can wait for them to make a misplay. I think he has to take the initiative here.
Yes, because the more time you allow these fire starter Hellspawn, I mean, right now he can force them into that corner, but especially when he didn't know where they were, the more time you give them, the easier it is to just hide and shut down somewhere.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have a strike either. So.
Nope, only your UAV, and it's already been used.
Yeah, so he's changing sides and hopes to get an angle from the other side, but no luck.
I think he's fresh enough he could just charge into them.
If he picks the angle correctly, like, yeah.
He needs to peek once, and if he gets like a good angle, he'll get one of them down in a single peek.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Good angle.
Yep. Stay outside of those like 300 meters SRM range.
Yeah, and the Hellspawn stepped into the open
Heat
instead
level
of taking
critical.
cover.
Hellspawn's dead here.
Unless he shields well. Oh, 4 minutes to go.
The nerves must be building up on this wolfhound.
The pressure.
Because you have to kill them. And you don't know where the fire starter is. Maybe the information has already gotten lost. You don't know how fresh they are.
Yeah, it's probably been some time until since they saw the fire starter actually.
Exactly. So you don't know where it is, and I mean, we know that it's also all one touch, but
Yeah, it's the
I'm not
obvious
sure. I'm not
somehow.
sure this wolfhound knows. So
I mean,
there's
you
definitely
should-
pressure.
Yeah.
Halsman was going towards Kappa to decap it, I think. But that
yeah.
is actually the wrong move, because if you do take it back, then
Yes.
the game
You
ends
have
on
to
win
make the
condition
workout.
again, not,
Yeah.
and you don't win by default.
Stay away from
Actually, I have no
the
idea how that works, but that would be the sensible thing for the rules to work out that way.
Probably.
If both
I
teams
don't
take
know.
wrong caps, it's just whoever takes more wrong caps, I guess.
Maybe who took the first run cap? I have no idea actually. Oh my god, this hide and seek.
Oh, was that the hull spawn just there? Indeed, there's the hull spawn
Can
around
you
the
see it?
corner. Yes, you can see it.
Okay. Ah, it's so far away. For MPLs.
And the fire starter's still just sitting right where it has been.
Yeah, well, but he's like inching him in the
With the
right
one
direction.
touch
And
leg.
now switch over to the other side and shoot him from the end there. It's actually smart.
He's gonna get the leg here.
Oh my god, he
There we
got the
go.
kill. 1v1
Now
it
it's
is. Let's see if he has the
he doesn't.
confidence to go in now.
Does he know where the fire starter is? Because he's only seen the health spawn.
I'm not
So
sure.
he doesn't know. He doesn't
But he has
seem
to
to
find
know.
him.
He's looking on Theta. He
He's only
has to
got
find it.
90
He's
seconds
gonna step on the
left.
cap, but that's not what you need to do. You're gonna win on caps.
Yes.
Either way.
I'm
Actually,
not
you
sure if
wouldn't,
they
but
realize.
he already won on caps. There's no reason to take the cap. What you need to do right now is you need to hunt that
Yes.
fire starter, because otherwise
60
you lose.
seconds left to find a lagged fire starter on the map.
Gonna have to look this up in the rulebook now, after the drop.
Well, it won't change anything for the lobby, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, will he find him? He's so close. Ah, now he goes back up.
He doesn't see it. The
40
fire starter is
seconds.
still just sitting there, right? Yes,
Just
it's on
winning
the
by
same
sitting
building.
there. Good job. He's doing exactly the right thing. Oh boy. 20 seconds left.
The nerves to just sit there and not like
On the
walk
wrong
to the
side.
corner of the map, just sit in the middle of it and just believe in the building.
Okay, yeah, he won't find him in 10
And that's
seconds.
it. He can't even get there in 10 seconds, even if he
Yes.
knew he was there. That's GG.
Yeah, that's GG. Well, I haven't seen that before.
The one-touch fire starter. Damage numbers. Wolfhound 340. One of the Phoenix Hawks getting ganked, and about average from everything on the other team as well. So that's that. So I will cap points on Vitchik are indeed Gamma, Theta, Sigma. So Kappa and Epsi were both off limits.
I wonder if that was intentional or just a mistake.
So when we start, go over to Frozen. Let's talk over what the teams did on this absolute hellscape. That is Vitric.
Was exciting 15 minutes.
So what? So essentially, what Gudron did is stack like all their 6 med pulse mechs back here at the back of the map. And then KSG had 3 mechs on this ramp, 2 mechs sitting here, and 1 mech on this ramp trading.
Yes.
At the start. And then they lost this mech.
Kastarion's blackjack, I think. Yeah.
And then something happened here. I don't know what to describe it. They chased each other. The red at some point ran all the way over here. But I think the other major thing that stood out to me when it was a 3v5, one of them was here and died, which, I mean, it's fine. There's nothing you can really do about it. But in a 3v4, Gudrun decided to actually push down this ramp into a solo health spawn, and the other 2 mechs came back to fight, and that's what won or lost the match.
Yeah. Okay, they are confused about cab routes.
Teams do not need to be swapped, and let's go over onto Frozen. So we don't have a 3 cap map strat for this, but the off-limit caps are Gamma and Sigma.
Yes. Can't forget about that.
I think I've called that in every single scrim drop we've done on this map.
Yeah, it's so important to not cap the wrong cap point. It will ruin everything.
Especially on the heavier drops. If a single team has like a flea unfrozen, it can just, I mean, you can walk all the way over here to the edge of the map and just shut down somewhere. And you're not getting found. As soon as a team caps their own cap point, it's like an automatic loss on this map, I think.
Unless the stream delay is very short, but yes.
Well, but if the stream delay isn't long enough, you just keep moving. As long as you reposition every like 5 minutes. At the edge of the map anyways, you're like 3,000 meters away. So yeah, what do you expect? What do you expect KSG to do here? I think it's the interesting team side.
It's a 360 ton drop, so well, I mean, full pushes are viable, kind of.
They're splitting Alpha Bravo evenly, so that might mean something. But Charlie's really a lance that's like, you only really put people in Charlie if you full send like over to Echo 4, if you want to have more than 4 people there. So
yeah, even Alpha Lance does not necessarily give anything away because sometimes you put people there because the Lance drops first. So
yeah. I think the interesting thing here is that Team 2 is Bravo stacking, so 2 in Bravo or 4 in Bravo, 2 in Charlie. There's Charlie stacking.
To be fair, Team 1 has not locked yet, so Team 2 might decide to redistribute their max.
We will see. We will see. But if they are indeed stacking 4 mechs on Charlie, this is either a like city side trade setup, or it's like a walk towards them kind of thing.
Yeah. So they might try to take control of Theta and Epsilon from the Epsilon side with that setup, but we'll see if they stay in that lance.
Also at 360 tons.
So Team 1 is locked.
They seem to be double checking some mechs. The tonnage isn't changing. Just checking if you have all the strikes equipped.
Yes, checking consumables. So Team 2 has a Lagros, well, but they haven't readied it up yet. We'll see. We'll just wait a second for that to happen. Okay, so then we'll be launching.
I'll switch back to the in-game.
Very good.
No radio cast today.
Yes, please.
So we'll go over Team 1 this time, KSG.
Okay.
Let's admire this beautiful cap point that you're not allowed to cap. Gamma. And the teams are coming in.
Reactor online.
Because KSG
Sensors
bringing a
online.
flea,
Weapons.
an AC2 large pulse banshee, LB5 light peep enforcer, another AC2 large pulse banshee, another enforcer, and another enforcer. So a lot of medium to long range DACA from KSG.
Well, Gudron Synergy seems to be full pushing. They have 3 dervishes with SPLs and SRM6s, and backed up by 3 Crusaders
The
with small lasers and ER larges.
This is
actually.
interesting. Can KSG scout this and set up early enough? The flea might be able to see it here. I think the flea just saw it, but they're still moving. Oh no.
Gudron Synergy seem to decide to switch
Alright,
sides.
they've seen it. They're going back. Good. Gudron see. If Gudron commits to, because they haven't seen anything, because KSG went into the city, so they haven't seen them on Delta 5 trading. So now they're committing to Capacide because they think they have crossed.
I mean, Kastarion's team is like falling back, so they could take control of Kappa and Theta.
Those are ER large Crusaders as well.
Yes, ER larges and smalls.
One of them has like 2 ER large, 12 small bolts. But yeah, ER large small. So if they stay at range, they can actually out-trade them. Mill those Banshees. And Enforcer's just setting up to receive. Neither team has taken a cap yet.
Yeah.
I think this is the moment where the flea would go and like grab Epsi.
Yes, that's now on the downside.
It's very safe.
Gudron Synergy's team, they don't really have a fast mech to get the caps.
And they can't deal with the... And if they take the wrong cap again, then they're gonna... The flea can just hide. They have a dervish going for Kappa. They have a dervish going for Theta.
Yes, so they...
So this is where KSG, which is the problem with where they've set up right now, is they're sitting all the way here in the low ground, and they cannot see onto Theta. So you want to be out in the open shooting this dervish right now.
Yeah. I mean, they still have a chance to take it back with the flea and the Overwatch, but they just gave it up.
So, yeah, Crusaders just standing out in the open, shooting everything with the ER just as it comes out.
Yeah, so now in theory, like Gudron Synergy has the option of hanging back and just defend the caps with the ER larges.
Yes, but that flea is gonna take caps over time.
Yeah.
It's already taken Epsi. You need to be careful with those Dakameks.
So, Kastarion's guard teams is crossing.
Yeah, you have to push to a certain range to not get free farmed by ER larges. But you also can't push all the way in, because then you have 3 dervishes in your face. And it's still Crusaders, so...
This is unpleasant.
It's very hard, like, range to play there.
Yeah, so Gudron Synergy's team is traversing back on the other side. Epsilon side.
Yes, you always see a dervish, I think just going for Epsi. It's pretty clear there.
Okay, 3 are hanging back, like, I don't know, maybe defending Theta.
This Crusader in the middle should die here. If KSG plays this right. It's out of position right now.
Yeah, it's...
It's starting to run back, but
Oh,
they should use this time with
yeah.
like one of their Crusaders down to move up to
Yeah.
them.
So pretty much in the open. Yeah, it's being punished for it.
Yeah, our rear CT is almost done. Now the fleet comes in to like go and harass, and they're gonna have to deal with it, which means their Dakamex can get even closer.
Yep. They're trying to take cover in the
Arm
buildings.
done. Side torso almost gone. Ooh, that's a side torso on a Crusader. It's pretty big.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be right now.
And you're all corralled
But-
into one building. I'm just waiting for the strike to hit it.
But Kastarion's guard is now in the low ground, closing in with the distance.
Yeah, and they have to push this choke point
Yes,
as well.
That's
It's
actually
just
what they
hard.
want now. If they push now, they might...
Exactly, they have the
Yeah.
advantage, they need to just press it and then take caps later.
Yes, they can't really do the poke game with the brawlers.
The second Crusader's also already lost an arm, so it's
Okay, well,
two
the Reds-
Crusaders.
This is doing a flank in the low ground.
Yes. So this
Yes,
Crusader is the
kill.
most relevant mech they currently have for Guzi. 11
Yeah.
small lasers can mess something up.
The dervishes aren't really closing in though.
The dervishes should have W keyed as soon as
Yes.
KSG got up to the ledge and just like
That's- Well, I mean, both teams are
Drop
down
them
2
at the ledge.
players, but health is favoring Kastarion's guards right now.
one dervish goes down. The second Crusader is already down to 2 yard large,
Okay, yeah.
completely dead.
Gudron synergy's down to 2 max now.
Yes,
One Crusader, one
and
dervish. They're badly
the
hurt.
dervish is 1 SRM6. So it's actually just 1 mech.
Yep.
And that's
Dervish
yeah,
is
it's already
lost
lost an arm. This is not gonna go their way. And the fleet's still alive, so caps won't matter.
Yeah, unfortunately there's nothing he can do right now.
That's it.
And Kastarion's guards wins.
Yeah, they played the correct range here. They didn't send it like within 100 meters of those dervishes, but they also were aggressive enough to not get like chipped away by your large. So I think I've played completely correctly. Gudron's deck here wins, but it's a very, very hard deck to play.
Yeah, I think there was like one dangerous situation when like the Kastarion's guards crossed over the low ground and were in the low ground like directly in front of the enemy team. At that point, it would have been the ideal like time to pounce for them, and maybe they could worked it out.
Yeah, they should have at least moved the dervishes up to this ledge, like up. So as these Nakamex cross, you move your dervishes like behind this rock and up to the ledge, and then as they're here and they're forced to come around this side entrance, you can immediately like close in on that range that you want with your ball mechs. And also your Crusaders do not want to be focused because they have the most firepower in the game, almost. And yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Dakamex just farming away.
Yeah, they almost lost the Crusader for free, unfortunately, one of them.
That hurts a lot.
Yeah.
Losing a Crusader for free always hurts.
Yeah.
So yeah, what essentially happened is that Gudron went up here and crossed over. They've been chipping with your large. The same thing with KSG. They first started pushing, saw Gudron be aggressive, moved all the way over here, and then like pushed into this.
I'll switch teams real quick.
Yes, and having them cross here and come up against this wall. This is a natural like stopping point. So what you want is, you know they're going to be there. You want to put your dervishes right here, and then your crusaders like behind them. And as they fight the dervishes, your crusaders can come in and get free shots without getting focused.
Oh man. I have to look up the player names now because the tags aren't. I think this looks about right.
Yes, that is indeed correct.
Okay.
So going to redrop Frozen again, but let the team switch around this time. We'll see what KSG does from Team 2.
Yeah. Let's see if we see
And
another push, maybe.
Gudron is now out of Crusaders, which is, I think, a big deal.
That's true.
Again, you can only use each chassis 3 times for all drops. So bringing all 3 of your Crusaders in one drop, and then not being able to utilize them that well, that really hurts over the course of a series. One is missing one of their players, probably gonna be coming in, just building mechs. So let's see, do we see something similar again? Do we see one of the teams maybe set up for trade? Do we see 2 teams rushing at each other?
That would be
Full on
something.
SRM Fest on what is probably one of the longest range maps in the tournament. That would be cool.
Well, we'll be playing Alpine, won't we, later on?
Yeah, we will be playing Alpine. That's why I'm saying one of the longest,
Yeah,
not the
that's fair.
longest range map.
So they're almost ready up.
At 340. I think someone's gonna, yeah, there you go.
Okay, 360 tons.
Second Bravo Charlie. So again, what I said earlier, this is very likely not gonna expand down the 6 and 7 line here, but rather going down Delta 5 into Echo 4. From Team 1. Team 2 seem to be happy with where they are. Some people in Charlie, 2 in Alpha. Pretty even split.
So Team 1 has locked. Waiting on Team 2. Team 1, Heavy Charlie. Team
Let's
X and
switch around the
Bravo.
teams in the overlay so that they're correct when we drop.
It's good.
Yes. Team 2 switching around their lances a little bit. 2 in Bravo, which is
Central 1.
yeah. Usually you want to be either on the left or on the right, so that's a little bit weird, but say you have a mech that's very reactionary, where you don't know whether you're gonna go right or left, and it depends very much on what they do early.
I mean, could always be a
Just one
light.
Bravo.
One in Alpha. Probably maybe for scouting. We'll see.
The one in Alpha was the Flea, player last time, so that might say something. I think they're just talking through some things before they lock, and with everyone except the team leader already readied up.
Yeah, making sure not to cap the wrong points.
Only happened once. Actually, twice was 2 caps, but
Yeah, I don't think they'll do the same mistake again.
yeah, I don't think so either.
And yeah, this was actually Gudron synergy. Okay, so both teams are locked and will be launching.
And again, no radio cast.
Very good.
Very good.
Only 2 to go.
Yes. We can do this. We can get the 100% no radio cast.
Will you be doing team 1 again?
Yes. I'm spawning on team 1 again. This time let's look at the beautiful tunnel. As we go through team 1, we have Arduous, Large Pulse, Med Pulse, Roughneck, Snub, SRM, Shadowhawk, Snub, SRM, Shadowhawk, Large Pulse, Med Pulse, Roughneck, Snub, SRM, Shadowhawk, Large Pulse and Med Pulse and Roughneck. So this is a push.
Well, on the other side, we do have a mixture of light PPC and ACs in the weaponry, with 1 flea. Interesting choice with the trebuchet and 2 corsairs.
What is on those Corsairs? LB5s, light PPCs. On both of them, yes.
Yeah,
The
so,
trebuchets are AC5 light PPCs.
so the flea is already like scouting, probably. Has seen their transition to the left side. Although they are holding currently, maybe scouting as well.
They're trying to see where to go from here, because it doesn't matter if you do take the wrong pathing in your brawl deck. It's
Yeah.
on this map it'll hurt you a lot.
Yeah, flea is going to take Kappa. Has not dared to try to go for Theta.
Gudron here.
So-
They realized all of KSG is on the left side, so they're going to walk for it. Gonna get shot on the way there, but I think they'll make it to the buildings very unscathed. The strike going out onto no one. Yeah, KSG is realizing that they're pushing, and they're already rotating onto the other side. Or are they just gonna sit in the middle? Gwentler has a good spot here to overwatch, but oh no, they are actually going all
Maybe
the way
they
over.
They weren't sure if they could make it in time, so they put up a post.
Is Gudron gonna just take Epsi? No, they're going past it. KSG is completely set up now to receive this. They're in all of the they have all the good positions.
Yes, Flea's closing in as well to support.
Gwentler and Kastarion are the only ones that I would say are a tiny bit up front. Could pull back.
Yeah, they even have the time because
They have
Synergy
all
has
the
now
time.
decided to cap Epsilon.
Yes, and KSG will take Theta in return, keeping the cap lead. And now
I mean,
Gudron
they
has
always
to
have
walk
the free.
out in the open. The red's gonna be the first one to expose here for a second. Oh, does he see the strike? Doesn't see the strike.
Yeah, it's an arty.
1%. 2%. Alright, 2% damage.
Alright, so they waited for the Shadowhawk to return from
They've
capping.
waited for the Shadowhawk. One of the Roughnecks is far back.
Yeah, I
Pinned
wonder if they're
behind
just
something by the LB5s. And then once they group up, they have to just send it. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter when you do it. KSG already has set up, and the game is not going to come down to caps. So it.
Yeah, nobody's really hurt at all, so
Yeah, losing anything by waiting here and finding a good approach angle. Just. There's a time when you want to full send as quickly as possible, and that's when they aren't set up yet. But right now, it's. Just. You're gonna have to walk into all of these Daka mechs, and it's gonna hurt, but it's the best thing you can do. The only question is, where are they gonna do it from?
yeah, this is really tough for Gudron Synergy.
They're trying to go through this low ground here. They're trying to cross here, not get shot as much, come up and jump this trebuchet here, but KSG I think has realized that as well, and they're again like repositioning.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like that you can do that sneakily, so there were full disclosure on the enemy's movement.
87% in one of the Shadowhawks, but otherwise they're very unscathed.
I'm not sure Darad is like hanging back, trying to make something
Oh, that is the sneaky part.
happen on the flank.
That's the sneaky part. The flea might try and scout this. So there's trebuchet there. The flea is just staying to protect and to brawl if it's needed. So currently one of the trebuchets is out of the fight. This is kind of the moment where you want to send it, and Gudron is doing that. So they've gotten the call that one of the trebuchets can't shoot them right now, and they're holding the W key.
Yep.
So
Darad is on the move as well to support his friends.
Darad just crossing straight over Theta. This is good because now you can draw at least one or two of the trebuchets away, and that allows your teammates to get a lot closer, and they can't just rotate with you being on Theta. So now
But
they
they're
have to
under
get locked
UV,
in.
so
Under UV, the first Shadowhawk's down to 60%. But
dangerous
open
combat here.
nowhere. Nowhere is it open, and it's just gonna tank here. It's gonna walk into cover, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Teddypool is in very bad shape.
This is open
Back is
CT.
hurt as well.
Volt is gonna go down here. But
Oh,
first off,
Corsair.
one of the Corsairs go down, Trebuchet goes down.
Wait.
Oh, three
this
for Gozi down. Three down for KSG.
Brawl now.
This Corsair needs to stay alive.
Corsair's
This Corsair can
backing.
win the game.
Away. So 3v2.
The flea's legged. The flea is legged.
Oh, this is huge.
And it's open side torso.
But the red has overheated, I think.
The Roughneck is one touch side torso. Darad gets the flea.
Down.
And the side torso is open on the Corsair and it's red. That means it's XL. So this Corsair is XL and it might die to it.
Wow.
How fresh was this trebuchet?
That was an exciting push.
Okay, so the trebuchet is fresh. So that wasn't the closest thing. But yeah, I think a little bit more, little bit earlier decision there for Gudron, and they win that drop.
Could have gone the other way as well, yes.
I think the trebuchet like running out of the fight was one of the main deciding factors. And we're gonna go to River after this. First, let's talk a little bit about what happened here. So essentially, Gudron, of course, they set up here. Gudron was set up to push this side into there, but as they realized that KSG was setting up back here, they just walked down towards FC. And then in the later stages, KSG had mechs here, 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 and Gudron came all the way around here. And I think the main decider for making it this close was that a trebuchet went all the way over here next to Theta and couldn't shoot anything as they came in. So all of Gudrun's mechs essentially got all the way to Goal 5 for free. And that made it an actual brawl.
Do you think they could have like caught the ranged team like in the low ground when they were transitioning?
I think
I mean,
so.
they aren't really
but
fast, but
they crossed all the way like behind Echo 7,
yeah.
which is the safest to not get shot. But it also means if they're here and they try crossing, you cannot cut them off. So what I would do is I'd cross, if I were to push this upper side, I would probably cross through the like
Frontal
more
buildings, basically.
inwards.
Yeah.
Only like two rows of buildings inwards, and then you can
Decide
cut
if
them
you're in
off
range.
if they're
Yeah,
slow
cut them.
DACA mechs and you're a lot faster. You just cut them off. So move on
I think
to
they could have done it, but yes, not the way they
River.
went.
River City Conquest 3 cap. Not Polar Islands Conquest 3 cap, River City Conquest 3 cap. With Gudron on team 1 and KSG on team 2.
Yeah, so if I'm not mistaken, Kastarion's guards has won every drop so far.
Yes, it's a 3-0.
Let's see if Gudrun Synergy can at least
Let's
get
see
the
if
2
we get more
wins.
brawl pushes.
Well, it's heavy drops now with 420 tons.
I believe in more brawl pushes.
Well, it can very well work, as we've seen in a couple of scrims.
And also in these past 3 drops.
Yeah, but no, it's a different tonnage and map, so yeah.
We haven't seen any Crusaders out of KSG yet, so I'd expect them to drop 3 on one of these, or maybe 2 on one.
And we haven't seen any stalkers yet.
We haven't seen stalkers from either team. We haven't seen Annies. Just going through some of the stronger mechs. We've seen 1 Firestarter. We've seen 2 Fleas. All 3 from KSG.
Yeah, and I think there were only like 2 Vulcans on the field in total in drop 1.
Yep, 2 Vulcans and 3 Phoenix Hawks. And for KSG it was Halsmahans, Assassins, so all mechs that you'd only use in Brawl. It's nothing you really need to be wary of conserving.
So team 1 is almost readied up, adjusting their lances right now.
3 in Alpha, 3 in Charlie. This is interesting. You see a lot of teams stacking Alpha, but we've also seen some H-line gameplay before. I think that was yesterday that a team brought this.
Okay.
Pushing mechs all the way down here and holding this side, holding Kappa.
Yeah, you can never know if you start in Charlie, if it's just the lighter mechs or if they do some Citadel shenanigans.
A lot of teams do hold the spaceport up here.
Yes, it's a strong position. You always have to be mindful of the gamma cap, though.
Yeah, if you step on that again, it's a big map. There could be a flea sitting all the way here, and you won't find it.
Yeah, but this is really in the way if you like fight, even if you like push into them or try to move around it. So team 1 has locked.
Indeed. So let's see how many people are, how many players are they going to put in Charlie Lance for team 2?
Yes. I mean,
Or are they
we'd
going to match
expect a
them
lot.
with a 3-2-3 split?
Oh,
Only if they play Upper City. Again, you can also play this Kappa control side from team 2. We've seen it. If you want to push, I would probably prefer Bravo Alpha. Then again, doing that also gives away that you're not playing for Upper City, so
it's true, yeah. But most commonly we'll see probably full Lance and Charlie
this
from
is
team
the
2 side.
joy of having a map where the spawns are actually far apart. I think the best example for that is mining, where there's a
Yes,
lot of stuff you can do with where you spawn. And it does make a difference, and you can have some mind games going on. Whereas on Canyon, the spawns are all right next to each other, so
correct. And we have a full Charlie Lance from team 2.
full Charlie Lance, dressed in alpha.
Yes, yes, and we're launching.
I'm gonna watch that speed slide. Let's see.
So
Are
you're
they gonna do the
doing team
speed
2?
slide? Yes, I'm doing team 2. Are they gonna do
Alright.
the speed slide, or am I gonna be disappointed?
We'll see.
So for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, there's a right here, this ledge, you can walk against at like an angle, and it'll make you faster. And everyone's loaded in. So for team 2, we have
Reactor
Katana
online.
Cat, Quad Light Peep,
Override engaged.
ER Mad Large Pulse Stalker, Snub Small Laser Phoenix Hawk, ER Mad Large Pulse Stalker, ER Large Pulse on a Battlemaster, and an ER Mad Large Pulse Stalker. So Katana Cat is not doing the slide, I am disappointed, and the Phoenix Hawk isn't either.
So yeah, on the other side we have like triple Mauler with AC5s, and then a
Oh.
Wolverine with AC5s, and a Spider 5k with ER large and heavy machine guns, and a UX5 Jaeger mech.
It's my favorite Wolverine, I love it.
So Spider and Wolverine are trying to go for Theta, I think. Just scouting maybe.
Yeah, the Wolverine is quite a fast mech. It probably has an XL engine. Also has a huge cooldown quirk. Is it just AC5s? Alright, no
Yep,
SRMs on it.
AC5.
The Panther and the Phoenix Hawk are actually going to win this fight over Theta without anyone having Overwatch.
Spider stepping on Theta. Being contested.
Not being contested, so it's going to grab the cap here. Barely got
will it?
denied.
Oh, this was
Barely got
close.
denied. This is where the ER larges on the Battlemaster came in. And do you have a UAV above Theta? Because he's moving up their maulers quite aggressively.
Yes.
Almost like they
currently-
know what's. Almost like they think that KSG is trading.
I mean, currently they could go like take Kappa and Theta because the way.
Maybe they've seen stalkers and they've had some ER large and they thought it was ER large stalkers.
So Kastarion scouts are hanging like really far back as if they're receiving a push, but they should have the
Yes,
info.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I'd want to push into Lace Vomit stalkers with like Daka
the
Maulers.
are giving up their position
It's
in Starport.
that might hurt, but this Battlemaster's overextending. If this Battlemaster peaks, it might get 3v1'd. It's already getting struck. Airstrike? No, RDs. Why do you have to not do damage with your strikes? This is... Alright, so now the Stalkers are moving up to peek these Maulers. Phoenix and the Panther really need to start like, taking fights. Actually though, Jägermech. Can this Jäger get lines on this? A little, but if they full push Rock Garden right now, I think the Stalker and Battlemaster just 4v3 Maulers and win.
Yeah.
Ginger already losing health though, almost open CT.
Yeah. But the faster max for Gudron synergy.
Mauler's open on the side torso.
Kind of 2v2ing the faster max of Kastarion's guards.
Yes. And Gudron is winning that at the moment. Only one of their Maulers losing health. These are all 6 AC5 Maulers.
So the spider's fully committed, it's taking a lot of damage. But the Wolverine is
Oh,
trying
the
to help
spider's
him out.
getting... The spider's...
Yes.
Spider might lose a leg. Spider already is legged. Spider's legged. So you just need to jump this Wolverine. They need to take its right arm off.
They actually killed the Phoenix Hawk though.
Oh no, this is...
This is huge.
And the Panther's gonna die here. Oh god.
Yeah, I mean the spider's lagged, but the
But they
Wolverine
do
is
have
pretty
caps,
fresh,
so that does not matter. They have caps and it's right on top of their assaults, so it does not matter that it's
Look at the health. Kastarion's guards heavier max. Pretty beat up already.
Yeah, they've been losing trades to these Maulers at longer ranges. I think if they had realized that Gudrun was out of position, they could have just pushed this. He could have counter-pushed into Garden and they would have won.
Maybe, yeah, with the Jägermech hanging back, maybe.
Yeah, the Jägermech didn't really have sightlines on it.
Yeah, I mean, one Mauler is pretty beat up as well, but it's probably not gonna matter at this point.
Yeah, it's open CT.
Yeah, the spider, like, the legged spider is bravely fighting the battle.
That soccer's almost open CT, that soccer's open CT. It's a completely fresh soccer as well. I mean...
the Wolverine could try to get angles.
The Wolverine might die here though. The Wolverine's fast enough that I think it's XL, so... Might get its side torso lasered off here.
One of the stalkers goes down.
Yeah, the Jaeger's completely fresh. Actually, no, it's already open CT.
I mean, if the stalker can get like a back shot, maybe they can turn it around, but it will be
So
tough.
this Jaeger's gonna go down.
Yeah, the Mauler has seen it.
If they can peek and poke them to death, they might win. But the last stalkers also went from fresh to open CT now. So this is gonna hurt a lot.
Oh, will the stalker? No, shame. The stalker goes down to irrelevant mirror.
How hurts that Mauler though? Mauler's one touch CT. Can you do the 1v4? Can you do it?
Acquired.
He needs to get that side torso. It's the wrong one. You need to just bet that he's XL.
Critical damage.
Oh,
he
you
shuts
know
down.
you did. Oh, man. What can he do?
Critical damage.
And there comes the Wolverine with the AC5s.
And that's a win for Gudron Synergy. Well done.
Indeed. It's almost 700 damage out of one of the Maulers. 650 out of Wolverine. Quite a lot. Quite a lot.
Yeah, his spider buddy tanked for him in the beginning.
So yeah, um, so what essentially happened is that KSG sat back with all of their stalkers and battle masters, and Gudron walked all the way up to Rock Garden, and they had the Jaeger over here. I think what KSG needed to do instead of trade with them from here, which is like 600 meters away, which is better range for the Maulers than it is for your stalkers, especially because your stalkers are running large pulse and not normal large lasers, which would give you that extra bit of range. I think they should have just W keyed into them. Laser Helmet stalkers should win that fight almost all the time. Especially if you can
Really?
peek and poke around
Against
rocks.
Yeah, probably depends on the reaction from the Maulers. So I've switched to the teams. So Kastarion's guards will play from spaceport side this time.
Maybe they'll bring the Daka Maulers. They still haven't brought Crusaders. Still not a single Crusader seen.
Well, now or never.
It's time. Bring all 6 of them. Six Krails. Violate all the drop deck rules.
Have we seen... we have seen an hero in the drop 1, an arrow.
We have seen a hero in drop 1. We've seen the arrow. And other than that, the Katana Cat in the last drop. But other than that, I haven't seen a hero yet. So it's 2 heroes,
Yeah.
both of them were bought by KSG. Team 1 is locked already, and
That was fast. Even Alpha Charlie split from team 1 side. So 3 spaceport and 3
3
close to
spaceport
cover.
and 3 the exact same thing that Gudron did.
Yep.
And we have 4 mechs in Alpha and 2 in Charlie. This is interesting.
If they stay this way, yes.
They seem to be. They're all green.
Everybody
And they're locked.
green. Alright, we'll be launching and find out what these teams
It's
can come up with.
4 in Alpha. Is this
4
the
Alpha
Kappa
usually.
controlled strat with the ER large that we've all been waiting for?
We'll see. Will you do team 2 again?
Yes, I will do team 2 again. I will see if this time they use the speed slide.
Yes, we'll see.
So for team 2, we have a Spider, ER large heavy machine gun, AC5 Annie, UAC 2 Hadamoto, UAC 2 Hadamoto, AC5 Annie, and another Spider.
Okay, so on the other side we have a Flea. Then we have 2 Night Stars with AC5s and a heavy PPC and ECM, by the way. Then a Banshee with AC2s and large pulses. A Dragon with LB5s and light PPCs. And a Shadowhawk with UAC 5s and light PPCs.
So no Crusaders.
No Crusaders.
Not a single Crusader bot from KSG. And I am sad to report that Gudron is not using the speed slide either.
Wait, give them a hint after the match. So, no team going straight
Oh,
for Fader.
but all of their assaults spawned in Charlie. This is the Kappa controlled strat from KSG.
Hmm.
Nothing on Spaceport at all. Except for a single flea. Dragon and the
Yeah.
Shadowhawk are going for Citadel. And Gudrun is matching it. All of their Daka assaults are walking out of Alpha. What is happening? Guys, this is not the side you're supposed to fight on.
Oh, this will be interesting then. Oh, they're actually going forward. Closing the distance.
Both teams are just gonna... Oh, no. Jinto and Makar are just gonna walk into 4 assaults here. This is not gonna be...
Oh, 2 Annihilators too.
Yeah, it's dual annihilators. You cannot win against this. You
Yeah.
have to realize that. Actually, no, they have 5 Daka mechs. So as long as these
See.
spiders don't start doing something, as long as the flea can 1v2 the spiders, they win.
Yeah, but the spiders jumping in from behind now. Both of them actually.
But walking into Annie's and Hadamoto's is very painful. Both
Yeah,
of these
one of the
Annie's
knights
almost
are
fresh.
trying to fight off
The
these white
Hadamoto's not that hurt either.
fleas coming to the rescue, but
Those
yeah.
Night Stars are XL, it seems. So if that side torso goes, it's done for. The Banshee's already...
Oh, one of these
Banshee's
actually
down,
got,
XL as
spiders
well.
got legged.
And the spiders got legged. That's huge.
One
Alright,
spider's going
but
down.
they have
the
an
flea's-
Annie yet.
The flea's trying to catch it, but yeah, it doesn't have jump jet, so it has to go around.
The second spider's down.
Oh.
Flea needs to run for caps right now. Unless they
Looks
want, they
like
think they can win the fight. Can they? So both
It's
Hadamotos are, well, one of the
possible,
Hadamotos almost open. The Annie's
It-
almost open, and this Annie's
it will-
fresh.
It will depend heavily on the flea if they really want to take the fight. So, the flea's
The Flea has to
coming into their
backstab here.
backs.
Ooh,
Yeah, this is super dangerous. They're just standing
the
in the
Flea
open.
just got
and blocking.
bonked.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea.
It's almost open left leg. But the dragon is getting some shots here and there.
So dangerous. But both sides are really hurt, so I'm not sure if anybody lost their weapons, but
Shadowhawk goes down. But the Annie's open in half, the other Annie's almost halved. Both of these Annies are just going in alone against the Hadamotos. One of the Hadamotos is stripped. So
will this be
Kamani
a
is stripped.
hero
If
dragon?
Kastarion can get the side toss off Volt, this might decide it. So if the flea is still completely alive, it's open CT, but
Yeah, it's not
the
being
Hadamoto goes
contested right now.
down. The
Oh.
Annies don't have enough firepower to contest it. The flea's
Alright.
just gonna kill the Hadamoto here.
Yeah, I think the dragon
Oh, God.
will just finish them up as
I
well.
think Volt is out of ammo. He goes down, and it's the last Annihilator, and that's it.
No, another.
The dragon came in clutch. I think the deciding factor here was Nikolai getting legged over here. Not being able to use their light advantage really sucked for Gudron. Having to play their 4 traders into 5 traders.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately, they like
this is something
pick
you
up mid-fight.
this is something you rarely see. A full-on fight all in Hotel 6.
There was something else.
Oh yeah, Nightstar
So-
700, Dragon 500. One of the Annies 570, Hadamoto 540. And yeah, the Spider only dealing 130. That really hurt. They needed to be on those assaults.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I mean, what both teams did is they ignored all of this. This was not relevant to them. This was not part of the map. They didn't play with it. All they did was, I mean, KSG had faster mechs, so they walked all the way up to Hotel 6 right here. By the time these Annihilators came around the boat. And then for a second it was really scary because you had
Yes.
3 assaults fighting 2 Annies, 2 Hadamotos. And then, but as the Dragon and Shadowhawk came in, it was winnable again. And then getting the Spider out in the open, getting it legged was, I think, the deciding factor. That Spider could have easily cleaned up everything that was left at the end.
Yeah, probably heavy machine guns does nasty things to open assaults.
It does. It does. As some people like to say, light mechs OP.
Yes, so Kastarion's guards takes the series 4-1.
4-1 indeed.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
And that puts them. Have other maps been played? If not, this currently puts them at place 1 in their division, because no one else has played.
Yeah, congratulations.
And I think after this, we'll be having a match on Therex's channel, and that is for Division G, European Redcoats against Soren's Sabres, and that should be starting in 15 minutes.
So there's entertainment to be had shortly.
There's entertainment to be had there shortly. And we'll leave you with that.